sitting here going through Jaylen Brown's free throw log, trying to prove a point. Anfernee Simons, Josh Minot, a 2026 second-round pick via Detroit, Milwaukee, or Orlando, and a 2031 first-round pick, top 3 protected, all to Milwaukee for that guy, Myles Turner. That's the new one. Again, courtesy of Bleacher Report. Bleacher Report likes to throw a lot of these out. So while they're throwing feces at the wall, we're over here scooping it off and trying to decide whether to save any of it. I'm not sure that all worked perfectly, but go with it. So
we'll let you live.
Yeah, thank you. I know the Celtics need a big. I get it. They definitely need a big.
Yes.
Is Myles Turner that guy? Is Turner the guy that you're willing to give all that up for to get? Because it's not like the Pacers were digging deep into their wallets trying to keep the guy. They wanted to keep him. They offered him something, but they weren't wholly uncomfortable with him leaving and staying in the conference and going to Milwaukee.
Yeah.
And, while again, nobody is untouchable, I am not, at that contract in particular, in any hurry to trade Josh Minot, Ante. I don't want to move on.
I know that's how you feel. And after watching last night, 0 for 2, what do you have? 1 steal, 1 rebound, 13 minutes.
Nobody's perfect, Ante.
I'm not saying that he is. I'm just saying that it's a good time to have this conversation. Like, how much do you really value Josh Minot then?
I value Josh Minot a lot.
But for one more year of Josh Minot, that's all you're guaranteed at this moment. That's all you're guaranteed,
and at very small dollars.
Right. So, if Josh Minot starts to play like he was 3 weeks ago, again, that number is going to shoot up 2 years from now.
Of course. But, again, if he deserves it, you'll pay him. You can still pay. Remember, Josh Minot's not going to break your bank at any point. Josh Minot's not, and maybe, I'll say maybe to this before I even ask the question.
Yes.
Is Josh Minot going to get a Luke Cornett deal? Maybe. But he's not doing better than that.
Well, if he's shooting 40% from 3 like he is right now, you know what I mean? And we know the defense has been a huge part of why he's getting minutes in the first place for this team. And he's also showing the ability to play small ball 5. I don't love it.
I guess my point is I'm not going to worry about what the contract 3 to 7 years from now looks like for Josh Minot. I think he is a very valuable piece this year and next year. And I'm not sure, does Myles Turner move the needle enough?
He fits your timeline, and he's a starting big. He gives you opportunities to switch it up. When you do play a team like the Cavaliers, let's just say they figure it out, right? And they got 2 bigs. They got Evan Mobley down there. They got Jared Allen down there. Now you can
put him as a rim protector?
Well, I'm just saying you got Kata and Myles Turner that you can put out there because now you have a floor-spacing big.
Yeah, you can go big.
You can go big. You can still go small, have Tatum at the 4 and do your thing. You can start Myles at Turner at some points. You can bring him off the bench and start Kata. If you feel like Kata's the answer, you know what I'm saying? You have more ways to find out the answers to the test, is what I'm saying, if you plug in a Myles Turner, than having a Josh Minot and an Anfernee Simons. I just think, and then on top of that, a pick, we've already had this conversation a million times. I don't really care about picks when you're trying to win championships.
I'm not going to be obsessed with the picks either. I agree with that. But again, all that for a dude who right now is averaging 12 points,
in this
5.5 rebounds, shooting 43%, which is a career low.
Yes.
Playing about 29 minutes per game on kind of a gross team.
And dysfunction. And that's my thing, too. He's playing with this team that clearly is, avoidant of playmaking. They don't have it. They just don't. They're allergic to it. You know what I'm saying? They just don't have it. We praise KPJ for what he's done, and he can do it, but he's not a point guard. Myles Turner has been at his best when he's played with guards who actually know how to facilitate. And this is just a team that he's on that doesn't have that, you know what I mean, right now. So even Giannis I wouldn't call him an elite playmaker. He can score. He can find ways to score. He can pass.
The assist numbers have ticked up over the last couple of years.
Yeah, because he's had to. Because he hadn't had a point guard there with
Sure,
him.
but he's playmaking more, is my
More,
point.
yes. But and then also he's not available right now. You know what I'm saying? And he hasn't really been available for most of this season.
Well, I don't think he's going to be available after this season because he's going to be playing somewhere else.
And you're probably right. But I'm just saying, like, if you got him here playing with Tatum and Brown and Derek White and Peyton Pritchard, they couldn't find open shots for him. They found open shots for KP. You know what I mean? They found a way to get him involved. Why couldn't they find a way to get Myles Turner involved?
Let me ask you this then. In the right situation, because obviously he's not in it right now, not as it exists currently. Again, I just gave you the numbers. Year one in Milwaukee that Myles Turner is averaging, and he is over his career, a 10 or so year career, averaging 14 points and south of 7 rebounds.
Yes.
And he's certainly not a playmaker, getting 1.3 assists per game. But a few years back, the 2022-23 season, he averaged 18 points, 7.5 rebounds, both career highs. He shot 55% from the field, 37 from 3. He was out there blocking shots as he does, and he averages better than 2 a game. Is he closer in the right fit, a la the Celtics, to that guy or to the guy that we're seeing right now?
Definitely closer to that with the Celtics. I just think playing with Tatum and Brown just frees you up in a different way. I don't think this guy is a number 2 on the team. He's just not, you know what I mean? I don't think he's I think him, like Jared Jackson, like I don't think.
Well, he didn't have to be in Indiana. It was Halliburton. It was Siakam.
Right, exactly. So that's what I'm saying. I think when you give him the opportunity to be that third, maybe fourth guy for guys to worry about when you have defenders around him who can slow down guys before they get to the rim and then he can come by and clean up shots. Like, he is a guy that puts you over. He's not a guy that gets you to the upper echelon, but he's a guy that if you're good, he can take you over. You know what I'm saying? And so that's why I think Boston would be a better fit than what he's dealing with in Milwaukee. Milwaukee sucks. I don't want to have to keep saying this, Adam. The Eastern Conference is trash, bro.
It's bad.
It's bad.
Yeah?
Milwaukee is bad. We were talking about this team going into the season. Like, why did Giannis even agree to stay with this team? Because they brought his brothers? We didn't think Ryan Rollins was going to do anything. He had his Linsanity run, and he's been garbage ever since. Who else is on this team?
We got to be careful comparing any run to Linsanity. Linsanity was a global sensation.
I'm not saying
Ryan
it was
Rollins
a real.
was good for a couple weeks.
I'm not saying that he really was, but I'm just saying, you know what I mean? He had his
I
moment.
just remember, like, Linsanity's leading Sports Center every night. Like, Ryan Rollins, the casual NBA fan has not even heard of Ryan Rollins. Still, despite the couple-week run.
To be fair, he was playing for the Knicks, but we're not talking about Jeremy Lin, all right? My point exactly
Harvard
is,
zone.
in 5 years, when you ask me who was on the 2025 Milwaukee Bucks team, I'm not Giannis, Myles Turner, I might think Ryan Rollins. Who else is on that team? I don't know, Adam.
Bobby Portis, just by default.
Right, like,
yeah, he must have still been there. Was Brook Lopez there?
Right.
Oh,
no, he was a
wasn't there.
Clipper.
Okay.
He was on another trash team in the NBA. Like, no, bro.
So are you saying you'd do the trade? You would do this trade?
No, I'm just saying I consider it a lot more than you would.
Fine. Would you do it?
I kind of want to say yes. Honestly, I don't really value that 2031 pick once again because it's a draft pick. If you got an opportunity to win championships, you're going to do what you can to go win championships.
Well, it's also top 3 protected anyway. So if the pick were unbelievable.
Also, you're talking about the numbers that Myles Turner is putting up. Anfernee Simons has not been having a good couple weeks playing Celtics basketball.
Absolutely not.
Josh Minot, once again, 2 guys that we really like, have not been playing the best basketball over the last couple weeks.
Sure.
So their value is kind of down right now too. So it's not like we're giving up we're not giving up Derek White. We're not giving up Peyton Pritchard. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I think this is fair. If you could somehow swindle instead of Josh Minot, Sam Hauser, I'd be in for it. I value Minot more than I value. Okay, so you value Minot more than you value Hauser.
I do, absolutely. And a lot of that is contractual.
Right.
And part of it, too, is at this point, like, I feel like there's clearly untapped potential with Josh Minot.
Yes.
We've only just discovered that this year.
100%.
From getting buried there with Minnesota, not getting an opportunity. Now he's seeing first career starts, more minutes, career highs all the time. Like, obviously the defensive energy and the maniac that he is out there on the floor, all the different things that Celtics fans that are tried and true watching every game, every minute, have come to love about this guy.
Yeah.
He's like a folk hero around here at this point in time. Less so now that Jordan Walsh has taken over the world, at least locally. But you know what I mean? Like, we love Josh Minot. Sam Hauser, and I like Sam. This is not a knock on Sam, other than to say there's enough tape. We know what he is.
Yeah.
Sam Hauser is never going to be more than he is right now.
100%.
I don't think.
Yeah.
So
And
I don't want to. I guess my point is, and the same is really true of Anfernee Simons, obviously.
Yeah.
So I don't want to trade away the guy with the ceiling, and that the ceiling doesn't mean he's an all-star.
Yeah.
It just means for the couple million that he's making.
Right. I mean, but to get good players, it takes good players. You got to make.
Doesn't take all of them.
You got to get.
It's a package.
Yeah.
Multiple picks, multiple players, one dude.
Simons has to go. His value, they know, everyone in the league, not to say like whatever, he's a bad player or anything like that, but everyone knows like the Celtics are trying to trade him. So that diminishes his value because they're sitting there saying like, why do this now? Like I can go tell if I'm Milwaukee, right? I'll just wait till the offseason and then go figure out a way to pay him.
Yeah.
So why now? So you do have to sweeten it with something. The sweetener here is Josh Minot saying, hey, man, look at the potential. Look at what it could be. We might not be able to fully untap it right now.
Sure.
But you, probably losing Giannis at some point too, would have an opportunity to tap into this potential to give him the opportunity to really play minutes, shoot shots, make mistakes, blah, blah, blah. We don't have that in our repertoire. You guys are going into rebuild if this happens, right? We're not. So here's Minot. Here's this future pick. Maybe we are bad in 2031, and that gets you something nice, top three protected, whatever you can't get, whatever. But you have to sweeten the deal a little bit. And then what I'm looking at is a team-friendly deal right here in front of me with this Myles Turner deal. Like, you have control over him until 27, 28. Then he has a player option for $29 million. For a big that can stretch the floor. We cried for that all summer. Like,
and at that point in time, that dollar figure, when it comes to percentage of cap and all these things, that's going to seem like a bargain if he's healthy.
100%. He'll be 32 going into that year. So, you're getting this dude for this year, which East wide open. Tatum, him, Brown, Derek White, Pritchard. I'm feeling great. You know what I'm saying? Then next year, you have his contract, which is only $26 million, which is around the money that you have for Simons.
Sure.
So, you're still under the second apron and everything like that. I say, why not? Why not run it back? You figure out ways to get under the cap. This guy helps you. You need a big. You saw what Porzingis did for you when he was here.
Yeah.
Why not do it again? That's all I'm saying.
Well, here's the question, Milwaukee. You want to help the Celtics win another championship?
Well, they can while they can help themselves get better.
Drew Holiday first, Myles Turner second.
Well, Drew Holiday wasn't straight here, but yes.
You know. Just saying. Yeah, it's an interesting one. It is an interesting one to consider, obviously.
We'll see what the people have to say.
We'll see what the people have to say.
They're probably going to say no because they don't want to give up nobody. Everyone's like, we got to make a trade.
We love this guy.
We got to make a trade for a big.
Celtics
okay, so who do you want to give up?
Nobody.
Amari Williams. Like, all right, bro.
I don't want to trade Amari. I like Amari.
Get out of here. All right.